Class. My name is Mr. Olusola Afolabi Dane. I'm here to present the last topic, horticulture, GNS204. Horticulture is a very important branch of plant science. It provides employment and also beautifies the environment. Growing agricultural plants is more production intensive than growing agronomic and forest plants. Furthermore, horticultural plants are largely utilized fresh or as a living material, as ornamentals in the landscape, where agronomic and forestry products are generally utilized in the non-living state, e.g. as grain, fiber, and timber. Horticultural fruits are rich in vitamins. So, definition of horticulture. Horticulture is a science and art of cultivating, processing, and marketing of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and ornamental plants. Horticulture is also presented as an art, as a science, and as a business. The term horticulture is derived from Latin words hortus. Hortus means garden, and colere means cultivation. If you combine the two, it means garden cultivation. So modern agriculture is also a big business. It provides employment for people with a wide variety of skills and is supported by an equally large number of service industries. So let's go to terminologies used in horticulture. So the first one is ball and bullard, B&B, meaning large tree or shrub that was grown on ground at a nursery. The next one is barroot. These are plants, usually trees and shrubs, that are sown with little or no soil around the roots. Then next one, CEC, cation exchange capacity. That's the total capacity of soil to hold exchangeable cation. We have clump forming, CLUMP forming. It's a plant that forms clumps of foliage. Then another one is compost. It's a decomposition of plants and other formerly living material into a soil-like substances. We have dark shade. It's an area where there is a mixture of soil, of sun and shade. The next one is dead head. To remove the old spent blooms and seed head from a plant to help plant blooming longer. To simplify it, that is to removing of dead flower heads from young plants. So we have deciduous. It's a tree or shrubs that lose their leaves in fall and winter. So we have example of oak, maple, and walnuts. Another one is drought avoidance. It's a plant that have developed storage capacity to wither severe drought without wilting. So we have an example as a desert plant. So the next one, drought resistance. Plant that can withstand drought period with little to no supplement water when planted and established in the landscape. Example, we have the lavender, the rosemary. The next one is drought tolerance. Plant that deal with severe drought and recover from repeated wilting. We have the cornflower, black-eyed Susan. EC is a measure of how much salt is in the soil. How much salt is in the soil. The next one is heavy feeder. It's a plant that needs a lot of fertilizer for optimum performance. We have the sunflower, eggplants, pepper, pumpkin, and cucumber. These are an example of heavy feeder. We have the light feeder, plant that do not need a lot of fertilizer for optimum performance. We have the carrots and the beets. The next one is slow release fertilizer. Fertilizer that is released based on soil temperature. Then trace element is also the same thing. Fertilizer is released based on soil temperature. So those fertilizer those elements like copper, boron, zinc, magnesium, molybdenum, they are example of trace elements. We have genera. Genera is a plural forms of genus. Plural form of genus. Next one is ear cut. Using a sharp pair of scissors or shears to trim the end of the branches of a plant. We have another terminology, adding off. It's a process whereby a plant is gradually introduced to cold temperature to build cold tolerance. Then shrub is a woody plant that has multiple stems and branches at or near the ground. Next one is an anaerobic. Anaerobic requiring the absence of oxygen to live. It's a plant that require absence of oxygen to live. Then we have aerobic. The first one is an anaerobic. Second, this one is aerobic. It's requiring available oxygen to live. Apical dominance. The chemical produced by growing shoot tip, which resists the growth of lower dormant buds. Apic dominance is a chemical produced by growing shoot tip, which resists the growth of lower dormant buds. So the next one is border. Decorative plants or garden accessories such as bricks and gravels, which are located alongside another landscape feature such as fence. Then the next one is alkaline soil. Soil having pH above 7. We have acidic soil. Soil having pH below 7. Then we have accelerator. Any substance used to assist the decomposition of garden compost. So we have the example, we have corn stalk there, we have the straw, we have dry leaf, then sawdust. Another terminology, agronomy. Applied agricultural science dealing with rural economy and husbandry. It's an applied agricultural science dealing with rural economy and husbandry. Then we have aeration, introduction of air to compacted soil by mechanically removing plots of topsoil. So those are the terminologies used in horticulture. Let's go to areas of specialization or divisions of horticulture. We have 3 divisions there. The first one is pomology. The second one is horticulture. The third one is floriculture. So let's try to briefly explain the 3 divisions. Number 1, pomology. Pomology is the branch of horticulture that is involved with the production, including growing, harvesting, processing, and marketing of fruit trees, including nuts. Fruit trees such as apple, orange, and pear. Fruit, those are the examples. Then we have fruit vary in numerous ways. Some fruit are succulent and juicy, whereas others are dry. Then growing fruits is a long-term operation. Fruit trees take a long time, several years to come into bearing. They also require more growth space per plant than vegetables. An area of land on which fruit trees are grown in a significant is called orchard. Some of the tree fruits include mango, cashew, guava, sweet orange, coconut, etc. Let's go to horticulture. It is science and practice of growing vegetables. Some vegetables plants are grown for their fruits. Example, tomatoes. Some are planted for their leaves. Example, spinach. Some are planted for their roots. Example, carrots. Unlike fruit, vegetables are generally short duration. Short duration plants that need to be restarted each growing season. Vegetable may be harvested and used fresh. However, they are also processed in a variety of ways. Examples are leafy vegetables. Leafy vegetables, e.g., amaranthus, thalinum, cucurbits, etc. We have salad vegetables. Example, lettuce, cucumber, eggplants. We have bulb vegetables. Example, onion, leek, and garlic. We have root vegetables, carrots. Fruit vegetables, okra, tomato, pepper. We have drug medicinal vegetables like neem plants, lemongrass. We have spices vegetable like efirin, black pepper, then ginger. We have ornamental trees like neem, cassia, fistula. We have ornamental palms, Cuckoo nucifera. So let's go to floriculture. Floriculture is the science and practice of cultivating and arranging ornamental flowering plants, such as trees, shrubs, and flowers. Floriculture involves the growth, the care, uses, and marketing of some flowering plants, trees, and shrubs. The person who grows and sells flowers is called a florist. The production and uses of ornamental is the branch of horticulture, generally called ornamental horticulture. Ornamentals may be cultivated in an open space or landscape or in indoor containers. They may also be grown, arranged, and displayed in a variety of ways. Beautiful trees or flowering plants, which can be used to decorate our environment, are called ornamental plants. Ornamental horticulture. This is the intensive production of ornamental trees and shrubs. Intensive production of ornamental trees and shrubs. Ornamental shrubs, example are hibiscus, cauliflower, crotons, isora, and acalifa. Ornamental trees, example are neem, royal palm, balsam, frangipani. Then we have Delonis. So let's go to landscape horticulture. Landscape horticulture is the establishment and management of shrubs and trees in open spaces, such as parks and home gardens. Landscape horticulture is designed to plant shrubs and trees on private estates, highways, parks, and recreational grounds. Then we have two divisions of landscape design. Number one is add landscape design. It's an area or spot to locate pavements, culverts, drainage, car park, road, and road. Those are the area where such all these things I mentioned are indicated. We have soft landscape design. It's an area or spot to locate plants, shade trees, spot plants, climbers, edges or border plants. Those areas are where those trees are indicated. Summarily, landscaping is the process of making a garden or other piece of land more attractive by altering the existing design, by adding ornamental features and planting trees and shrubs. Let's go to material used in horticultural plant raising. Cultivation of horticultural crops is predominantly dependent upon human labor, since commercial cultivation is only on a limited scale. Common material used in horticultural plant raising are listed below. Number one, we have the spade, we have the hoe, dodge and draw hose, we have digger, rake, hand thrower, hand fork. machete and penknife. We have secateurs, garden tractor, rotary hoe and cultivators. We have garden line, watering can. We have wheelbarrow, headpan, sprayer and dusters, lawn mowers, sprinkler and drip sprinkler for irrigation, centrifugal pump, submersible pump for pumping water. So those are the material used for horticultural plant raising. So let's go to advantages. Prospect of agriculture, horticulture. Number one, horticultural crops produce higher biomass than crop per unit area, resulting in efficient utilization of natural resources. Horticultural crops produce higher biomass than crops that per unit areas, resulting in efficient utilization of natural resources. Number two, potential for development of wasteland through strategic planning. There is a great potential for development of wasteland through strategic planning. Number three, it needs comparatively less water than food crops. Need less water than food crops. Number four, it provides a higher employment opportunity. Number five, important for nutritional security. Number six, environmental friendly. Oh, number seven, higher values crops with higher potential of value addition. The last one is higher potential for foreign exchange earnings. Higher potential for foreign exchange earnings. Lastly, let's go to the last area of horticulture. We want to talk about the problem associated with horticultural production. The problems. Number one, poor access to inputs. Poor access to input. Then number two, pests and diseases. Pests and diseases. Number three, we have high input costs. High input costs. Number four, insufficient infrastructure. Number five, lack of finance. Lack of finance. Another one is shortage of skilled labor. Shortage of skilled labor. Then another one is breakdown of irrigation system. The last one is production and marketing problem. Production and marketing problem. So those are the problems associated with horticultural production. In this vein, I would like to employ our students to look at the benefits of horticulture, what you can derive from it, and probably venture into it after graduating. Instead of looking for a white-collar job, many as an employment opportunity, you can make your means of income from when you depend or resorted to horticulture. So thank you, class. We will meet another day.